Welcome back to Nostalgia vs. Reality, where I play the games that defined my childhood, whether they've held up or not. Today we're looking at Call of Duty, developed by Infinity Ward and published by Activision in 2003. In just 10 years, Call of Duty has gone from a single game beloved by PC gamers to a huge multi-billion-dollar industry unto itself, spawning a new sequel every single year. But long before the explosion of popularity that Modern Warfare and its sequels brought to the series, Call of Duty was just another World War II shooter in a sea of them. Of course, Call of Duty had one huge advantage over those other World War II shooters. It was being made by Infinity Ward, a studio made up of former members of 2015 Inc., the studio responsible for the renowned Medal of Honor Allied Assault, which was arguably the first game to successfully pull off a D-Day landing sequence. Because of this lineage, there was quite a bit of hype leading up to the release of the original Call of Duty, and at the time it certainly delivered on the hype, receiving both critical acclaim and commercial success. But how does it hold up today? Perhaps the most interesting thing about playing Call of Duty today is its setting. While at the time you couldn't go a month without another World War II shooter being released, there are virtually no shooters with that setting being released now, the industry instead choosing to release bland modern military shooters one after another, making the act of fighting your way through hordes of Nazis oddly refreshing. The game very much plays like a modern Call of Duty game. It feels rather arcadey while still being rooted in some amount of realism that requires you to regularly take cover and shoot while standing still. Most of the levels in the game have an incredible cinematic feeling to them, and you'll take part in major events and battles throughout World War II through the eyes of American, British, and Russian soldiers. You'll parachute behind enemy lines to help lay the groundwork for the D-Day attack. You'll take back Stalingrad. But some levels, such as one that involves you sabotaging a dam, push the more unrealistic parts of the gameplay too hard, and seem like they belong in a game not so seemingly grounded in reality, like Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Nevertheless, in an age where Call of Duty games have to try and top their own absurdity in every single outing, a shooter that really tries to hold on to some shred of realism is more than welcome, and a nice palate cleanser before the next generation of consoles hits later this week with yet more of the same shooters. Of course, many of the gameplay mechanics that Call of Duty utilizes simply have not aged well at all. Practically everything that was interesting at the time about the mechanics of Call of Duty has been vastly improved on today, though we can see very early forms of some of the most crucial parts of modern Call of Duty games, everything from aim down the sights to vehicle chase sequences to Captain Price. So does Call of Duty live up to my memories of it? If I'm gonna be honest, far better than I ever expected. For the first time ever, playing video games set during World War II feels refreshing and new. And while Call of Duty might be a bit uglier than I remember it, the game remains an absolute blast to play.